Monday morning, Rob's putting a new joining link on the chipper because the joining link had come undone, and Morgan is blowing the tyre up on the big case, and we're going to dig it out the back of the shed. There's a dyno night tonight that we might take it to if we get time. It just depends whether we carry on doing that or we go and do some fencing. While it's dry, I'm just going to move the bateman. All we seem to do is move the bateman from shed to shed and never gets a good charge. I'm going to jump start it now and leave it running. I think it's because I've still got a data logger on it. So when they were developing the software for the new transmission, I was privileged enough to be helping with that. So it meant that I got a data logger on my sprayer so that you could read the transmission live. Problem with that is when it's parked in the shed, the data log is still running because I always forget to unplug it. And also when I do the birthday bumpers, if we don't shut the door properly after getting the marker pen out of it, it leaves the light on in the cab and flattens the battery. Morgan's got the beast going. Now, I threatened to sell that because when the quad track comes, we'll have a big case on the yard, so why do we need two? But Morgan said he was going to cry if I did. But I don't know, it's just gathering dust in the shed, isn't it? And I do like big tractors, but there's a bigger one coming. I've come out into the field to test the sprayer while we're not massively busy. We've filled it up with water to run through everything. Found that two of the booms aren't coming on. Rodent damage. He loved climbing in that box despite me spraying it with all that stuff. So he chewed that wire the other year. Had to solder it up. So back to the yard now, solder some more up and off we go again. So they've chewed that wire, them two, and they completely chewed them four right through. Amazingly, it was only two boom sections not working. Just in Tesco, and someone's already put baler twine on some of the trolleys. Yeah, just come to get some euros for going to Finland in the morning. I noticed that trolley had already got baler twine on it. Big happy birthday to Dave today, he's 70. He's first smashing through that pile. It's quite tall, but he's getting through it now. I'm just going to go and find a Merlot and move that bale of straw. The bale of straw on the side of the road from when it was icy and snowy. The day I went to Lama, so when was that? End of January. Anyway, it's probably killed the grass now, but I wanted to move it so the grass grows back, but can't seem to find an empty Merlot. Must be one somewhere. Found a Merlot. I'm now just looking for a bale spike. Don't know where one is. It was actually hiding in plain sight. I've driven past it 3 times looking for it. Someone could come up with a good idea of putting Apple air tags on them so that you can find them. I'm not just sure what the accuracy is of an air tag though. Whether it might tell us what yard they're in, but not actually where they are in the yard. I don't know. Has anyone ever tried it? Jack this up in a Merlot. I'm just going to see if we can get this tyre back on the rim with the 936 by taking the valve out. Use the air line on it. First job, take the valve out so we can get air into it quick. Or if we ignite it with either of them, it lets all the excess air escape. Bit more. There we go. Just topped it up with the airline on the fent now to the right pressure. Gonna move it out of the way because we want to get that straw baled. So where's that bucket come from? It's holding it now anyway. Yeah, we're gonna get the straw laid out and rebale it. Hopefully, it's drying behind there. Morgan's now soldered everything up in there, so we can go and try it again. Damn rodents. We've also put rat poison in there as well now. On the little solace. Brushing this bits of rubbish off the yard so that it's not in the way for baling straw. Bits of damp sticky wood chip baling. I can pretty much guarantee, Rob, you're the only person baling straw today in England. Don't forget the ramps up. We'll have to get the rake out to rake a row, or just dump it in a bucket to see what happens. You're alright, it'll climb on it, won't it? The tractor's flattening at the front axle anyway, isn't it?
Just leave it a bit, try and like put Tyre on it.
You just run up and down it with a Merlot. That's how we break broken bales. Just have to keep going backwards and forwards, won't he? Looks dry, anyway, there's plenty of dust. Then we can't conveyor belting under the tractor somehow, innit? It's just sticking on the drawbar there now, isn't it? Maybe we just put a smaller pile. Rob backs up and then we flatten it down again. Gonna knock it about a bit, Morgan, with that one. So we park the tractor on a slight angle and just keep shoving it in. Morgan's dozed it down, so he's just going for another go now. It's going to be a case of getting it right. I wonder, do we just make a mat and then just keep going over the mat, perhaps? First bail out will be a half bale of hay from when we finished off last time, I think. We've done the first row up now. We're just going to try and drop it in a smaller row. See if that helps. Don't know why we've ended up with a little mini bale. It's a bit strange. Judging by that dust, it's definitely dry. That's handy. Ant's just turned up now for some straw. That's the bale in it. Rob's loaded the 7.8 on the back of the 936 because them troop tractors have never been dynoed. And he's heading off now for the dyno night, and so's Morgan. I'm going to do the birthdays and shoot up there. I'm not sure it'll be today's video or tomorrow's or whichever, I don't know. But tune in to find out. Quick to do today's birthday bumper. Dave Worley is obviously 70, Dave that does the chipping. James Gardner is 50. Richard Graham is also 70. Happy birthday to you guys. Jackie Savage is 62. JMB's on there. Fergus McLennan is on there. David Goodwin is 65. Joanne Atkinson is 52. George Kirk's 21. And Jim McLean is also 40. Happy birthday, everyone on there. And we're now at £60,387. I did it as quick as I could because I know people fast forward. Here's a quiz question. What are them? Random things dangling down. If you think you know, let me know in the comments. It's obviously on the back of a Merlot. To be honest, I have just looked and today's video is probably getting a little bit too long. So the dynameter, if I've got good signal, I'll do a little bit of a live from it later. If not, I'll show you the results of what it was doing. So for those that don't know what a dynameter is, it's basically a big motor that goes on the back of the tractor connected to a fireplace, should we say. And it creates a dead short in the motor. Creates lots of power, and they monitor the engine speed dying down, and it's a way of measuring the power output from a tractor, if that makes sense. So you just, like a dynamo on a bike, you don't have dynamos anymore, do you? But you basically just give it more load and more load and more load until the tractor starts to struggle, and then that will tell you the output of it, of the engine. So that's what they're going to do. Also, the Bale of Twine campaign seems to be going really well. Lots of people are getting behind it. We've all coming up with all different novel ideas. So if you have got any ideas how we can raise awareness of agriculture through bits of string, because it is hanging by a thread at the moment, let us know. Not a lot of good stuff coming out of in fact, it's shocking really what's come out of Wales today from their minister, but yeah, not good. So I think Gareth Wyn-Jones is well onto that. Another thing I was going to say, yeah, tomorrow I'm expecting to be travelling for most of the day. I will, if I can, show you where I'm going, but if the Wi-Fi is rubbish, I have done a video that you can watch anyway, but the birthdays might not be in tomorrow's video, they'll be the day after. So we'll see how we get on anyway. Watch this space. I might even do a live video tomorrow as well if I can. But yeah, flying out to Finland. So I'm off to the Young Farmers Diner night now, see what's going on there, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.